Today we're going to be unboxing the all-new R1 HD from BLU. Now this version that I have here is being released in association with Amazon and features Amazon ads. And the phone costs around $50, so it's an entry-level Android smartphone. And if you really don't want the special offers or ads, you can always buy the version without the ads, which goes for around $99 in the US. Now what really sets this phone apart from other entry-level phones that retail for around $50 is the whole host of features that it comes with. It comes with a 5-inch HD display, 1 GB of RAM, and very importantly, an 8 megapixel camera. It also comes with a 5 megapixel camera to take selfies and also has 4G LTE connectivity. We will be doing a full review of this device, so please stay tuned for that. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to stay tuned for that full review. So let's go ahead and unbox the phone. And in order to do that, I'm just going to cut this little tab here, open the box up, and as soon as you open the box up, you can see the device. Then you can get the device out of its wrapper, and here you go. Here's the phone itself. So I'm going to set this aside for a second. We'll come back to it and we'll set it up. Then I'm going to open the shelf up. Let's see what else is inside the box. So first you have the AC wall adapter. I'm going to put that aside. And next, the micro USB to USB cable to charge and connect the device. And last but not least, the quick start manual and the dual SIM installation guide. Now let's go ahead and set up the device. And in order to do this, I'm going to peel off the plastic covering on top and then gently remove the film on the camera lens. So the first step is to install a SIM card in the phone. And now it's important to remember that this is a GSM quad band phone. So it'll work with any GSM carrier anywhere on the planet. For example, in the US, it will work with AT&T and T-Mobile. It'll even work with Metro PCS. However, it won't work with Sprint and Verizon, which are CDMA carriers, but it'll work with any GSM carrier anywhere in the world. So let's go ahead and put that SIM card in. Now the SIM card is located behind the rear cover and we've got to take the cover off. To do this, I'm going to use this little slot which is on the bottom right hand corner of the phone, and I'm going to pry the back cover away gently. Don't apply too much force. Just go around the cover, all around the cover till the cover pops off. Now, as with almost every BLU phone, this is a dual SIM phone. So in case you have two different SIM cards with two different numbers, you can use it with this phone. It's also important to remember that these use micro SIM cards. It cannot use a full-size SIM card or a nano SIM card. It'll only accept a micro SIM card. So if you have a full-size SIM card, you need to cut it down using a SIM card cutter, and I'll leave a link to that below. If you have a nano SIM card, you need a nano SIM to micro SIM adapter, and I'll leave a link to that as well below, so feel free to check that out. So to insert the SIM card, push the SIM card lock to the right until it unlocks. You'll hear a click, and then push it upwards to open the SIM card slot. Then place your SIM card in the slot, then push the lock down and slide it to the left to lock, and the SIM card is now installed. Now the phone also comes with a micro SD card slot which you can use to expand the phone's memory. I'm not going to install a micro SD card today, but you can do so if you'd like. And now we're going to attach the cover, place it gently onto the back of the phone, and then press on the edges till you hear a locking sound. Go all the way around to make sure the phone's cover locks on. There shouldn't be any gaps between the phone and the rear cover. And now that that's done, let's power on the phone. Turn it on by pressing down the power button, which is on the right hand edge, until it starts booting up, and it's still booting up. And once it finishes booting up, you will see the screen, and I'm going to unlock the screen. And then you see the welcome menu where you have to select your language. I'm going to select English and hit next. Then you have to select your Wi-Fi network. I'm going to select mine and enter the password. And it's now connecting to the Wi-Fi network. And it's now checking for a software update. And on the next screen, it asks you to log into your Google account, which I highly recommend. And I'm going to do that. And then it wants you to accept the terms of service. I'll hit accept. And then it asks whether you'd like to add these Google services, which are free. You can add them if you'd like. And these services are things like automatic backups and location-based services. You can check or uncheck them depending on what you prefer. I'm just going to leave them checked for now and hit next. And after that, it asks you to set up your payment information. You can either use your AT&T billing information, add a credit or debit card, or add PayPal. You can also skip this step by saying no thanks and hitting continue, which is what I'm going to do. And then it asks me if I'd like to set up another email address if you use use more than one email address on your phone, you can do this. I'm going to say not now and hit next. And on the next window, it asks you whether you'd like to protect this device using a PIN, a pattern, or password. I'm not going to do this for now. I'm just going to uncheck it. It's probably wise to do this on your device, and I'd highly recommend checking this and then hitting next. But I'm going to hit skip for now. Skip anyway. Now, since this is the version that's being sold to Amazon Prime customers at a reduced price with specialized Amazon ads, you need to sign into your Amazon account. You can always skip it for now, but I do recommend just logging in. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my Amazon account. On the next screen, it asks me if I'd like to sign up for a 30-day free trial of Audible. I'm going to hit skip. Okay, and there you go. The phone is now set up and ready to use. And as I mentioned earlier, we will be doing a very in-depth review of this device. So if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe so you can stay tuned for that full review. Hope this video was useful. If it was, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to stay tuned for more reviews and unboxings. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.